Okay, here we go. Yoga. So let's just head to our mat. I'll put on some lovely music and we'll start in a simple seated position. All right, let's see. Platen, there it is. All right. So just rest the hands on the legs. You could do a simple seated position, or if you're into the yoga positions, you could do a half lotus or a full lotus. Again, your body, you do you. You're gonna sit up tall and then rest the hands on the legs. You can face them down for grounding, or you can face the palms upward to receive energy, your choice. If you'd like, if they're upward, you could also place your thumb and index finger together. And let's close those eyes. And let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then gently exhale through the mouth. And again, deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, gently circle your head all the way around. And then reverse the direction of your circle. And then let's bring the head back to the center and then gently open those eyes if they were closed. And then let's roll the shoulders to the back. Good. And then forward. Good, lift those arms out and up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and open. Left hand down. Let's reach that right arm over the head. Stretch out that side body. And then lift up and twist. So right hand behind you, left hand on the knee. Long spine. Try to look behind you. And then release that left arm, reaches out, inhale. And exhale, nice long stretch over the head. And lift and twist, left hand behind you, right hand on the knee. Long spine, try to look behind you. And then release, bring it back to the center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and try to keep them close to your body to start with. So we're really working on the hip joint. Grab around those ankles and then gently press those knees open. At the same time, lengthen that spine. Let's take our head and let's let it fall to the right. Stretch out that neck and upper trap. And bring it back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, head to the left. And back to the center. Good, and then relax the spine. Slide the heels farther away from the body. And then this one's more for a spine stretch. So just fold it over, pull your belly button and drop your head and hold that stretch. If you'd like, you can even walk your hands out. And then let's roll it back up. Good, and then those knees come together and then let's slide the legs straight out in front of us. And then lift the arms up. Let's do a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button in. Relax that spine. Fold it forward. And then look up and flex. If you can, reach for those toes. Open the chest, shoulders down. And then round and point. And then let's roll it up. And we're gonna pull the right knee up into the chest, flex your left foot, and then let's lengthen the spine. Take your right hand and place it behind you, and then lift the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, twist the torso so the elbow goes on the opposite side of the knee, and open up and look to the side. Yes. And release. Open that arm. And then let's open that knee. Good. Again, reach up. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. So again, belly button pulls in around the spine. Relax that head. Stretch it over. If you can, grab that foot and flex it so you can get a nice calf stretch. And then just gently walk it back in. And let's change sides. Slide the right leg forward and let's pull the left knee into the chest. Flex the right foot. Lengthen that spine. Take the left hand behind you. Right arm reaches up. Inhale. And exhale. Elbow on the opposite side of the knee. Try to open the chest. Lengthen the spine. And release and open up. Yes, open that left knee. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, belly button in. Fold it over if you can. Reach for that flexed foot. Stretch that calf. And walk it back in. And let's take it into a tabletop position. So we're gonna line those joints up, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and make sure that your back is flat and your belly button is pulled in. So just starting gently warming up the spine. You're gonna arch into your cow pose, look up and inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button up. Cat pose. Drop your head, separate those shoulder blades. And again, cow, arch, inhale, look up. And exhale, pull up. 2 more, arch and inhale. Exhale, pull up. Last time, arch and inhale. Exhale, pull it up. And then bring it back to a neutral position, so nice flat back, belly button pulled up and in. And you're gonna take your right arm off the mat, reach it up towards the ceiling or sky, really open that right shoulder, take a breath in. And then on the exhale, we're gonna dive through the other arm, and you're gonna rest on the right shoulder and the side of your head, and make sure your belly button here is picked up. You can keep it here, or you can take your left hand and fold it behind your back, or if you can, you're trying to wrap and actually find the inner right thigh. And the purpose of that is we're just trying to open up that left shoulder a little more, get deeper into the twist. And unwind yourself. And we're going to take it back into a tabletop position. Good. Left side. Draw that arm upwards. Open that left shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale. Dive through. Keep your belly button pulled up. Rest on your left shoulder and the side of your head. Good. You can keep your right arm where it is, or you can fold it behind your back, or you can try to wrap your body, your choice. And release and bring it back to tabletop. And then from here, you're going to tuck your toes under. We're going to take it into downward dog. We're going to take our knees off of the mat, bottoms up to the ceiling. Press back on your hands. Try to line your spine up with the arms and press your heels down towards the mat. And just hold that. here we're gonna pedal out our feet or walk the dog, lots of different terms for it. Just bend one knee and press the other down to the mat. And then switch sides, just gently pedaling it out and stretching it out. One more set. And then press both heels back down to the mat. And sun salutation. So we're going to lift our heels slightly off the mat and bend our knees. And then you're going to look towards your hands. And then we're going to walk towards those hands till your feet are right under you. And then we're going to rise up. Keep your belly button pulled up. Arms go out and up. Palms together over the head. Take a deep breath in. You're going to lift up out of the hips. Exhale and look up towards the ceiling or sky. Opening that chest. Just having a nice little bend in that spine. And then bring it back up and swan dive. So arms go out. Chest is open. Chin is up. And then when you get halfway, we forward fold. So you release the arms, you drop the head. Again, keep that belly button pulled up. Get in a nice little stretch. And then half lift up. So you either keep your fingertips on the mat or you can reach towards your mat. Or you can place your hands on your shins. You're again trying to just get a nice little arch in the spine and take a breath in. And then exhale back to that forward fold, belly button in. And then knees bend, and then we're going to step it back to a lunge position first. Get a nice little stretch in that lunge position. Ooh. And then take it back to plank. And we're going to lower down, chaturanga. So you can lower from here, or you can lower with the knees down, wherever you are, elbows in. Practice control. And then you're going to take it onto the hips. Point those feet, take a breath in. Exhale, press it up. You can go halfway to cobra, or you press it all the way, lengthening the elbows, shoulders down, hips kind of hanging or hovering above the mat. You're going to press your right hip downward and look towards the left. Just get a little extra little stretch on that hip. Woo. And bring it back to the center. Take a breath in. Exhale, press that left hip towards the mat, look to the right. Yes. And bring it back to the center. And then let's pull it back into child's pose and recover from that. And then let's take it back into downward dog. Tuck those toes under, take a breath in. Exhale, knees up, bottoms up, and again, pull your belly button up as well. And you're going to soften those knees, heels come off the mat, look towards your hands, and then again take those steps towards the hands until you get there. And then rise up, arms go out and up, palms together, over the head in a prayer position. Take a breath in, exhale, lift up out of the hips, open the chest, look up towards the ceiling or sky. And then swan dive forward, and forward fold, belly button pulled in. Let's take it in the chair pose. So you're going to brush those arms along the mat and reach out and up. Arms by the ears, really lengthening the spine. Good. You can do a small chair or a low chair. Wherever you are, try to pull your belly button in and not release your spine. Take a breath in. On the exhale, your arm will go down, and then you open and look towards the right. Yes, drop that arm back down and up. Inhale. Left arm, you swoop it down. Open to the left as you look to the left. And drop it down and lift it back to that chair. And forward fold. Half lift up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Good, soften those knees. And then again, step it back to a lunge and just hold that lovely lunge for a minute. Stretch out those hips. And then let's take it back to plank. Yes, and again, lower down in your chaturanga. You can either lower the knees or lower from plank. You're gonna take it onto the hips, point those feet, press it up to your upward dog. Good, toes under, one more salutation. Toes under, downward dog. Soften those knees, look forward towards the hands. You can step towards the hands, or if you'd like to try something, you spring. So you give a little bend of the knee and spring forward, and you try to land quietly if you can. Good, rise up, arms out and up, palms together up over the head. Inhale, lift up, exhale, open up to the ceiling or sky. And then swan dive into a forward fold. And again, let's take it into our chair. Brush those arms down and up. Line those arms up. Yes. And then let's take those feet and knees and squeeze them together so you have a stronger base. Palms together over the head. And then you're going to pull it down in a prayer position. So our thumbs rest on the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Left elbow crosses over the right knee. Right elbow points upward. Good. Keep your belly button pulled up. And then bring it back to the center. Take a breath in. Exhale. Right elbow. Left knee. And bring it back to the center. Ooh, my thighs. And then reach back to that chair. And then forward fold. Half lift up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And soften those knees. You can step it back first to a lunge, or if you want to try something, you can spring back. Again, you're trying to be gentle on your joints and quiet. Good, gently lower down. You can lower the knees if you'd like. And onto those hips, press it up. Cobra or upward dog. All right, let's do some flow. Toes under, pull it back. Downward dog. Now we're gonna lift the right leg up towards the ceiling or sky and really lift it. You're trying to work the muscles on the right leg that's up, and you're trying to stretch the muscles on the left leg. And let's do a hip opener. So you're gonna bend the right knee, and I'm gonna try to lift my right hip up towards the ceiling. So I sort of rotate my lower body and stretch that right hip. And then unwind and bring it back to that one-legged dog. And then we're going to pull it in for a mountain climber. So you bend that knee and belly button in and bring that knee towards the chest. And then you're going to lift it back up to your one-legged dog. Lovely. Then lower that leg and we're going to step it through into a lunge position. Good, starting to get warm now. Right arm up. Rotate that torso, belly button is pulled in. And take those hands down. All right, crescent lunge. You're gonna lift your arms up towards the ceiling or sky. And again, you're pressing down. You're trying to stretch that hip. You can lunge slightly or deeper, your choice. If you can, just arch a little bit back, open up, and then bring it back to the center. And then you're going to clasp your hands behind you, and then you're going to open that chest. So just straighten those arms. And then forward fold, belly button or rib cage on your thigh. Drop your head, and if you can, lift your arms, fight for your balance. Good, lift it back up. And reach up to the ceiling. Good, open up into warrior two. Just make sure your right knee is pressing open and your foot, your knee, and your hip is lined up. And then right elbow down, stretch out left arm over the head. And then you're gonna lift up and reverse your warrior. So your left hand goes back. Right arm stretches over the head. And back to that warrior two. And let's take it into triangle. So straighten that right knee. And then you're gonna either reach down for your shin or your ankle or the mats. You can look down at your hand if you have tension in your neck. You can look outward, or most challenging, you look up towards your hand or the ceiling or the sky. And then reach that left arm past your head, stretch out that side body. And then we're going to lift up and reverse our triangle. So lifts. And then left hand, back of the leg. Right arm stretches. And then lift up. And then you're going to take it back into a warrior. And then we're going to turn back into that crescent lunge. And then we're going to work on some balance. So if you need to, you're going to step together first and then lift your knee. Otherwise, if you can, take a breath in, belly button in, lift that left leg up. Good, you're gonna cross the left foot over the top of the right thigh and we're gonna sit into it. So palms together over the head, pull the hands down, prayer position, and then belly button out, kind of squat into it. Belly button in, booty out. Half lotus, half chair pose. This is fight for your balance. And then you're gonna lift that left knee back up. Good, and then we're gonna take our hands down to the mat, and then our left leg goes up. So this is called a standing split. You don't have to be in a perfect split, obviously, but just try to lift that left leg up and drop your head. You can hold it here, or you can take a hand and wrap it behind the ankle. You can also try it for both hands if you'd like. Otherwise, wherever you are, just hold and fight for your balance. And then place both hands on the mat. Just take that left leg and fold it down to meet the other leg. You're in a forward fold. And then half lift up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Soften those knees. You can step it back to a lunge and then plank, or you can spring back. Your choice. Good, and as usual, it's lower all the way down to the mats, either from the knees or from plank. And press on the hips, press it up to your upward dog. Good, let's do the same thing on the left side. Toes under, press it back, downward dog. And let's lift that left leg up. Again, try to really lift it. Work the muscles on the back of the left leg. Stretch the muscles on that supporting leg. Good, let's do a hip opener. So bend the left knee and then try to twist or rotate that left hip up towards the ceiling, stretching that hip. And unfold and bring it back up to that one-legged dog. Good, let's do one mountain climber. So you pull the knee in towards the chest, belly button in. Yes, and take that leg back up. And then lower that leg and let's take it into a lunge position. Good. And then left arm up towards the ceiling or sky. Keep your belly button pulled in even here. Always activate your core. And take that hand down. And let's rise up into our crescent lunge. Reach up to the ceiling or sky. Really press down so you can stretch that hip. Either hold it there or take a breath in. If you can, exhale, just open up a little bit towards the ceiling. And lift it back to the center. Clasp those hands behind you. If you can, place the other hand on top, maybe your left hand. Open that chest. Remember, you can stay right there and hold, or if you'd like, you forward fold. I rest my rib cage on my thigh. My belly button is pulled in. I drop my head. I try to lift the arms. And then bring it back up. Reach those arms back up to the ceiling or sky. Woo! And then open into a warrior two. So left knee is pressed open. Line up those joints. Good. And then left elbow down on that knee. Reach that right arm over the head. Good. And then lift and reverse your warrior. Right hand back. Left arm stretches over the head. Yes. And bring it back to that warrior. And then we're going to take it into a triangle. So straighten your left knee. And then reach down either for the shin or the ankle. Or you can place your hand on the mat. Again, you can look down and relax those neck muscles. You can look outward or you can look upward. And then let's reach that right arm over the head. Stretch out that side body. And then we're going to lift up into our triangle. So give a little hiya. Woo! And then reach the right arm back. Left arm over the head. Both legs are straight. And lift it back up, and you're going to bend that left knee back into that warrior. And then we're going to do our balancing. So you're going to turn back into that crescent lunge. Good. Again, you can step both feet together first and then lift the leg. Otherwise, if you can, lift that knee right up. If you really struggle with balance too, you can keep your tippy toe on the mat. There are always ways to modify. Good. You're going to place the palms together over the head, pull it down, prayer position, rest the thumbs on the chest, cross the right foot over the left. Again, if your balance is no good, you can keep the right toe down and just kind of sink into it. Otherwise, one leg, belly button in, half lotus, half chair. Hold your balance. And then from here, we're going to lift it back into that one-legged tree. So we just reach back up to the ceiling or sky and lift that right knee up high. And then take it back to a crescent lunge. Or sorry, not crescent lunge. Your hands go down. Your leg goes up. So we're in that standing split. Even here, belly button in. Your leg can hover low. Or if you can, just really try to lift that right leg up. Fight for your balance. Either hold that, or if you want to try even more challenging, you wrap the left hand behind your ankle. Even more challenging, you take both hands off the mat and wrap. And then gently come out of that and then forward fold. So take that right leg, bend it in, and drop it down on the mat. Hold that stretch. And then half lift up, inhale. Exhale back to that forward fold. Soften those knees, your hands are on the mat. Again, you can spring back or you could step back into a lunge. And then bend a plank. And gently lower all the way down. And press it up. And then let's recover in our child's pose. Even in child's pose, pull the belly button in, forehead on the mat. Stretch it out. All right, let's roll it up. Let's do some thighs, some hips, some hamstring stretches. So we'll just start like this. And you're going to take your right leg forward in like a kneeling lunge. And then we're going to sink into that. Good. You can place your hands down on the mat if you like and just really work on stretching the front of that left thigh or left hip flexor. And you could stay there, or you could press it up to that knee and just really open that chest. You could stay there, or you can reach back with the left hand if you like and grab the foot. Ooh-wee. You can also grab with both hands if you like. And then release, and we're going to pull it back. So belly button in, flex your front foot, and fold forward over that leg. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, either hold that stretch or try to lengthen that stretch by sliding your heel forward as little or as far as you'd like. And one more breath in. And again, either exhale and hold it there or slide that heel a little farther forward. And pull that front leg back in and bring those knees together back to that starting position, lifting up and taking that left leg forward. And then sinking down into it. We'll start with our fingertips down. Just really try to lengthen the front of that right hip. And again, your choice to stay right there, or you can lift it up, both hands on the knee, and really just open the chest. And again, lengthen that hip flexor. And again, you could stay there, or if you like, you can reach back and grab your foot. Woo-wee. Good, and then release and pull it back. Even here, belly button in. Flex that foot, lengthen that hamstring. And then take a deep breath in. And then exhale, either just relax into that or try to slide your heel forward and lengthen your stretch, your choice. And one more breath in. And exhale again, either stay there or lengthen your stretch. And then pull that front leg back and settle into the child's pose. And then let's roll it up. And let's do a nice little chest opener. So I'm just going to face lengthwise on the mat. And this one's lovely. I also feel it in my biceps. It's awesome in my shoulder. So arms out. Good. And then I even take my knees a little bit wider, kind of under the hips. It's a little more comfortable. And then bend your left elbow and just press that right shoulder down to the mat. If you can, rest on the mat. Otherwise, just look towards the left. And let's bring it back through the center. Take a breath in. And exhale, press that left shoulder down, look towards the right. And let's bring it back to the center. And then let's roll it up. And let's take it onto our backs. So we'll finish with some more stretching, some lower back, some hips. So just gently take it down. All right, let's take the right leg. We'll start with that right leg. Cross it over the left. You can keep it a simple cross, or if you know how to wrap, you can take the right foot under the left calf. Your arms go straight out from your shoulders. And let's let the legs or the knees fall to the left, and you're gonna look to the right. Yes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And then release and bring it back to the center. And then there's a hip stretch. You could do it a couple different ways. You can either keep it crossed like this, and then you try to grab your shins or ankles and settle down. Or you can go for your traditional 4 and either press that or lift here. So do what works for you. Wherever you are, take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, relax into that stretch. And unfold out of that, uncross, and let's take that left leg up and cross it over the right thigh, either simple cross or wrap, arms back out, straight like a T, legs or knees fall to the right and look to the left. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, relax into that stretch. And bring it back to the center. And then do your favorite hip stretch, either the 4 or the crisscross. Good, wherever you are, relax into it. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And relax out of that. Uncross. Good. All right. Now we're going to focus on relaxation. So a slight meditation. We're going to slide our legs straight out in front of us, flex the feet, and then just let those feet relax open to the sides. So our goal is to try to work on nice deep breathing techniques and not fidget. If you can, try not to itch or fidget or twitch for 1.5 to 2 minutes. All right, so we'll start out palms facing upward on the mat. And then you're gonna close your eyes. And let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Fill your lungs with oxygen. And gently exhale all that breath. As you do, try to relax the back of the body into the mat. And again, another deep breath in. And gently exhale this time. Maybe relax the eyebrows, relax the face, relax the jaw. One more deep breath in. And gently exhale. And again, relax the body down into the mat. Let's take another deep breath in. And gently exhale. As you do, start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, start to wake the body up. You can also add circles to your wrists and to those ankles. And then let's pull the knees into the chest and give ourselves a nice big hug. Let the hips come off of the mats. And let's take a happy baby. So legs upward. You can either grab around the ankles and let the knees relax, open to the side, or grab onto those feet. You can stay still, or you can rock side to side. Soothing for the mind, and it's a nice massage on the back. And then let's pull the knees back into the chest. Let's give a little tug and let's roll ourselves up. Good, and we'll finish how we started in our simple seated position, or again, if you like, half or full lotus. Place the hands on the legs. Again, either face down for grounding or face up for the day's energy. Close those eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill your lungs with oxygen. Hold that breath in. Gently exhale and circle that head all the way around. And then take another deep breath in. And exhale, reverse that circle. And then head back to the center. Keep those eyes closed. And then lift those arms out and up. Take a deep breath in. Fill those lungs with oxygen. Palms together over the head. Exhale, pull it down. Prayer position. Let the thumbs rest on the chest. And we're going to hinge forward slightly with the upper body. Then take those thumbs, let's place them between the eyes. And then bow your heads forward. Thank you for working out with me this morning, beautiful ladies. Namaste. Crawl towards the camera. All right, let me say goodbye to the recording. Goodbye, recording.